Good afternoon. My name is Brian Stewart, and I'm the Chief Development Officer with Dickson-Diveley Orthopedics. And today I'm here with Dr. Lan Fotopoulos.
Good morning.
So, today is our third segment of Get to Know Your Ortho, but today has a little bit of an asterisk on it because Dr. Fotopoulos is a board-certified interventional physiatrist.
Correct.
You actually have 4 board certifications, which I think means you have the most letters behind your name of any doctor we have in the building.
Yeah, in this building I do, yeah. That's true.
So just start by giving us just a little bit of your background. Where'd you grow up? Where'd you go to school?
So I grew up at Lake of the Ozarks, and when I grew up at Lake of the Ozarks, doesn't mean my family vacation there, is I literally grew up at Lake of the Ozarks. I went to elementary school at a small little schoolhouse, which no longer exists. It's now a law office, called Osage Beach Elementary, and I graduated high school at Camdenton. We grew up, my brother and I grew up water skiing. At one point, my brother was the youngest barefoot water skier on Lake of the Ozarks. He was barefooting at 5. My father was chief of surgery, head of surgery. He actually started the surgery department at Lake of the Ozarks General Hospital. He was the first surgeon there.
Where'd you go to school?
Well, I'm going there. Thanks for pushing me. Then went to medical school, got accepted to the 6-year program in Kansas City. So I did the 6-year UMKC medical school program, graduated, went on to do general surgery in Omaha, Nebraska at Creighton University. And then I did an ill-fated 8-month residency in anesthesiology at KU because, and it wasn't ill-fated, I didn't enjoy anesthesia. There wasn't any patient, it's an admirable field, and whenever I'm in the OR, I'm very excited to have anesthesia present because they're very knowledgeable people, but I needed more patient interaction for my own personal satisfaction. So after that, I started working in emergency medicine, and I'm actually board eligible in emergency medicine based on hours.
That'd be 5.
That would be 5, but I'm not going to take that test. I already take 4 every 10 years. So then I joined the United States Navy, and I went in a department called Undersea and Hyperbaric Medicine, or diving medicine, which they take 8 people a year, and they train us for 6 months based on the BUDS program, and our job is to operate alongside operators in a combat situation. So our job is we're training in undersea. We jump out of planes, all that kind of stuff. Then I got out, did a residency in physical medicine rehabilitation at KU. From there on, I went on and did my fellowship in interventional spine and sports medicine at Washington University in St. Louis. And when I got out, I asked my dad, where should I work? He said, if you're going to do that, you're going to join Dickson-Diveley. So I called Dickson-Diveley 3 times, and it took 2 weeks to get a call back. And I received my call, and I started working at Dickson-Diveley 16, 17 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. At that time, I was the only interventionally trained, fellowshipped P1R guy in Kansas City.
So is there a specific diagnosis or a favorite diagnosis that you like to treat?
That's kind of tough because as a whole, I mean, not everybody, but as a whole, compression fracture I like to treat.
In the spine?
In the spine.
Okay.
And that's because most of the time they get better pretty quickly. I like to treat sacral fractures because those also get highly underdiagnosed. But when you treat them, they get better. Mm-hmm. And then I also enjoy a procedure called spinal cord stimulation. There's a lot of patients who've had previous back surgeries which were failed, or did not get the treatment they needed, or because the surgery wasn't as extensive as it needed to be or could be. Mm-hmm. And we implant a device in the back, and it actually helps significantly with their chronic pain issues. So those are a few things I like to treat.
I think it's unique that your whole story of getting to medicine is really fascinating, and the diagnosis that you're able to help people with are really unique. Are you ready for my fast 3?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, so these are 3 random questions that we're just going to ask to get to know you a little bit better. If I got in your car right now and turned on the radio, what would I hear?
Well, remember I'm over 40, so odds are it's going to be talk radio. If you want to look at my playlist, it's going to include Buffett and Springsteen.
Awesome. I know you like to travel. What's going to be the first place that you travel to when we get the ability to do that?
Well, it's just my sheer work schedule makes it tough. But the two places I want to go, I haven't been back to Greece since 2000. Last year I got out of the Navy, so 2000. So I'd like to go back. I got family there I'd like to see. And then I kind of want to go to Croatia.
Huh.
Yeah.
Cool. If you flip on TV and there's a movie on, what movie will you not go past on TV? Is there a favorite?
There's a couple. Commando with Schwarzenegger is a hard one to beat. A lot of the '80s comedies I have trouble turning off. Caddyshack, Animal House, Stripes. Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah. That's perfect. I want to thank you for your time and thanks for the care that you deliver every day.
Thank you. It's my honor.
I know you do some amazing work, especially in the area of helping people with their pain.
Well, I
I
try.
want to thank you all for joining us today. That's been our third segment of Get to Know Your Ortho. We hope that you tune in next time. And please be safe, be well, and stay positive, Kansas City.
You got it.